let's explore this official GMAT problem. To get the most benefit from this video, pause the recording now and solve the problem for yourself. The correct answer is B. This is a wordy problem. So after reading the problem through, the first thing I would do is to organize the information on my paper. And I'd do it something like this in an exam. From 2000 to 2003, the number of employees increased by a fourth. And then to 2006, it decreased by a third. In 2006, we had 100 employees, and we're being asked to find the number of employees in the year 2000. So far, so good. I think I've dealt with all the numbers in the problem. At this stage, I've got a choice to make. I could make an equation and solve it. That would actually work okay for this problem. But I want to explore a strategy which I think is both slightly more efficient and good for other problems as well. It's the strategy of working backwards from the answer choices. Here's how it works. I'm going to pick an answer choice and see if it agrees with all the information that I've been given. Because after all, I'm looking for a number which, when I increase it by a fourth and then decrease that by a third, gives me the final number of 100. So let's pick answer choice C and see where it takes us. I'm picking C because 100 is a nice, easy number to work with, but also answer choice C is somewhere in the middle of the answer choices, and we'll see how that gives us an advantage in a minute. So let's pretend that there were 100 employees in the year 2000. Then we increase that by a fourth. A fourth of 100 is 25, so that takes us to 125. And then we decrease that by a third. Oh dear, we've already run into trouble. We can see that if I take a third away from 125, I'm actually going to get not a whole number. But let's follow it through all the same. A third of 120 is 40, so a third decreased of 125 is going to be somewhere around 85. And I can see that is not the correct result. Answer choice C is not the right answer. But I can go further. Answer choice C gave me a result which was too small. So actually, I can not only eliminate C, I can eliminate answers D and E as well. And here's another advantage of working backwards. It's a strategy that helps me with strategic guessing. That's very important on the GMAT. And perhaps I've actually done enough work already because I can see that answer choice C was a little bit too small, but not a huge amount too small. So it's probably going to be B. But let's finish the job. If I said that there's 120 employees in the year 2000, then a fourth of that is going to be 30. So that takes me up to 150 in 2003. And then a third of 150 is 50. That's going to take me down to 100 for the year 2006. That is correct. That's the right result, the one I'm looking for. So B is the correct answer. In my experience, working backwards is a strategy that many students have a bit of resistance to. I think that comes from the fact that most of us have been trained for so many years to solve this kind of problem by making and solving equations. However, working backwards is a strategy well worth exploring and developing. This is for a couple of reasons. First, for the problem I've demonstrated here, I think it offers a safer and more efficient way to solve it. And secondly, there are some harder problems in the GMAT which are really just about impossible to solve by using equations. Check out the link below for a follow-up task.